Hey everyone, I'm Cheryl McColgan, founder of Heal, Nourish, Grow. Before we get started with this video today, I just wanted to show you the device that we're going to be talking about and explain to you a little bit about the technology. So this is the NIRA Precision, and it is the most powerful at-home device that you can use to target fine lines and wrinkles by building collagen. So what it's most known for being used for is to fight fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes and around the mouth. It's also great for helping hooded eyelids and also hyperpigmentation, which I personally have quite a bit of. And so there are a couple of reasons that I was very interested in testing this out. I've now used it for 90 days straight, which is where they say that you get the optimal results. And if you'll notice, I had a couple of other videos where I did a 30-day follow-up and a 60-day follow-up. So now we're at the 90-day mark. Those first two videos were not sponsored. I just made them because I had been using the device and really enjoying it. However, I do need to share with you for FTC purposes that this video is in fact sponsored by NIRA. But now let me tell you a little bit about the technology. So you'll see in the following video where I use it a little bit, and that is how you turn it off and on. But basically the laser is right at the tip here, and what it does, it actually heats your skin. So I've actually had IPL in the past, which is an in-office procedure for laser used to stimulate collagen and also for hyperpigmentation. And I can tell you that it is not the most pleasant sensation in the world. They usually put topical numbing cream on you, and it is a pretty intense feeling. It's short-lived, thankfully. This device, obviously, since it's an at-home device, it's not nearly as powerful, which is why you have to use it for longer to get it to work. But the nice thing is it's also way less painful. In fact, it's really not painful at all. It just, you can feel a little bit of heat on your skin, but for the most part, you don't really feel it while you're doing it. Plus it's adjustable. There's 5 different levels. So you start out with something that is very comfortable for you. But anyway, it heats the skin, as I said, heats the dermis, and it heats it past a thing called heat shock, which is the point at which collagen gets stimulated, but it's below the pain threshold. So it's kind of like the best of all worlds. Like I said, it does take longer. You need to be consistent. I use this every day for 90 days. But it is going to be way less painful than anything you do in an office and a lot less expensive. And if you see this video within the first week after I post it up, you'll actually get an additional discount with my link right now. So if you're seeing this very early on, make sure you take advantage of that. You can always get a discount with my link, but right now you're gonna get an extra 5% off the NIRA Precision Pro. So now we'll move on to the rest of the video where I share with you more about how I used it and my thoughts and some of my results. So today, like I said, I've been using it for just over 90 days now, and I wanted to give my final impression. I always only work with companies that I believe in the product and that's something that I like and use myself. That's the only kind of partners I have. So what I'm about to tell you is going to be my honest review of how this device has been working for me. So if you look at the other 2 videos, I kind of go more into detail about my first impressions. What I'd like to show you today is kind of how I've been using it and what I think the effects have been on my wrinkles. So to turn it on, you just press this bottom button. It's got 5 different levels. So when you first start using it, you might want to use a lower setting because you want to use it at a setting that is comfortable for your skin. Now, I've had IPL on my face before to treat my hyperpigmentation, so I feel like I'm a little more used to this. So I've been using it on the highest level since I got it, and it doesn't really bother me too much. You'll feel a little heat. There's kind of like it's hard to describe how it feels exactly, but it's not really painful. It's just very short amount of time on your skin in the one spot, and then you move it, and so it's just a little heat. But now I'm going to show you like kind of how I've been using it for around the eye area, and you'll see this top button here. This is how you get it to fire. So if you just touch it like that when it's not touching your skin, you're going to get that sound, which means it's not working properly. When you touch it to your skin, that means that you have done a full treatment, and that was one of the spots I've been treating this hyperpigmentation on my face. There's another one here that I've been treating. This one gets more covered more of the time because I go outside every single day, and even though I wear sunblock, it's really hard to fight my hyperpigmentation in the summer. But this little spot that is mostly covered has done really well. It's lightened up a whole lot. So that is definitely one of the things I've noticed. But now let me just show you what I've been doing with the eyes. And so I start by going in right next to my eyebrow And as you can see, I'm just moving the device over a little bit as I go. Okay, and then slightly down. So this is just like right under the bone here that I'm going in with this second row, and you'll see that my skin is getting a little red from the heat, but that is very, very short-lived. And then I do a third row kind of right over my crease. Okay, so that was pretty much treating my whole lid, and you can see it is a little red, but that goes away very, very quickly. And then I do the underneath, so it's very similar, getting very close to the waterline, and you're just moving the device over just about the width of the head of the device. And then I like to also go up here onto the crow's feet as I'm working on the bottom. That's one of the areas I've definitely seen some of the improvement, is both corners of my eyes. But for the underneath treatment, I'm also going 3 rows. And that is, you know, underneath the eye is a very common area that wrinkles start. Okay, and so you can see that took just a short amount of time. So in as little as 2 minutes a day, you can do this. Now, since I have been treating all around my eyes, I've also been treating my smile lines, I've been treating these hyperpigmentation areas. It's been taking me about 5 minutes a day. So I'm gonna leave those uneven for now, and because it would take me, you know, a couple more minutes, and you don't, now that you've seen it once, see, that's probably enough. But so then I would go around and do the same thing, just going down these lines, these marionette lines here. They are very slight, and that is a wonderful time to really take advantage of this device, because they were so fine that that's where I've probably seen the most improvement, because they're really like almost gone. And so if you have deeper lines, it might be more difficult to tell, because then you know, they might be slightly improved, but it might be harder to tell, where this line is basically gone now, where I know it was there before. So that's kind of crazy to me. So that is one of the areas I've seen a lot. I've seen some great lightening of the hyperpigmentation areas. Again, it might have been more if I was a person that did not go out in the sun as much. I do wear sunblock on my face every single day, and it's a great sunblock, but you know, you can't keep all of the sun off of your skin. And so these spots do tend to pretty much stay there in the summer. And then as I go into the fall, I can, if I'm treating them or using like a peel or something on my face during the wintertime, they do get a lot better. But I do think that the NIRA has definitely been keeping them from getting darker. And when I really look at the photos, they are actually lighter than when I started this 90 days ago. The other things, my hooded eyelids. So this is why I had the most interest in this device, because they're very droopy, and all of a sudden over the years they've gotten so much worse. And where I can really tell is because I'm on camera quite a bit, like when I'm talking and emoting, I can actually see my eyelids for the most part right now, where that was not the case before. They were so heavy that I really couldn't ever see my lids. And now, as you can see, as I'm just looking into the camera here, you can see like most of my right lid, and the left side is definitely a little more hooded, a little worse, but they're both very much improved. So my plan is to continue using this daily for, I don't know, maybe forever, but at least for the next another 3 months, to see if I get additional improvement. I'm going to drop the photos throughout this video, and you'll also see, I'll put this one in here now, is that where this was a kind of a surprise area to me, because it didn't seem like it got much better, because it's really hard when you're just looking at yourself every day. You're like, is this getting better or not? But then when I compared the photos from when I first started to now, I can see a lot of softening in this area that I've been treating. And then, like I said, those marionette lines, and then the hooded eyelids. So as little time as this takes, and
the fact that it's not super painful. I mean, you can definitely feel a little bit when you're doing it, but again, the redness is short-lived. The pain's only there for like a tiny second when it's treating it, and then it's gone. So for me, it's really worth it to continue for this, continue using this device. So all that being said, we are doing a giveaway on Instagram. Somebody will win one of these handy dandy devices. So if you see this video on YouTube, make sure you pop over to my Instagram at Heal, Nourish, Grow and enter for a chance to win. If you just can't wait, you can actually get an additional percentage off right now. For the whole week after this video goes live, NIRA is very generously offered to give you a 15% discount instead of the normal 10% discount you get with my link. So if you've been thinking about trying this, or you have just started to really notice that your wrinkles are getting a little worse and that you want to start fighting that, I'm all about the tools that can help people look and feel better. I mean, this whole channel is about health and wellness, and this to me has been a great addition to my wellness arsenal, because I always have the whole playlist of that this video will be on is called like Look Better, Feel Better, because I feel like when you feel good in your skin and you feel good about your body, you feel good about what you're doing, you feel like you're taking care of yourself, it really affects your mental outlook too. So while this is a device that works on, you know, your physical appearance, I do feel like that when you do stuff like that and support your overall health, whether it's your skin health or your exercise habits or what you eat, all those kinds of things, if you look better, you know you're doing the right things, you're taking care of yourself, it automatically makes you feel better. So anyway, hopefully that was useful. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Take advantage of the discount if you think about trying this. And I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.